My name is Louisa Vargas, and I am from Staten Island, New York. Me and Anthony were high school sweethearts. And I think when I was 16, he was like, I want to marry you. And I'm like, what? Okay. What do you know at 16? But it was an adventure. And we had Nathaniel, and we raised him until he was 6. And then we had Lucas. Very shortly after, I got pregnant with Olivia. And so Anthony was like, okay, I have to do something. You know, factory jobs are not going to cut it. And so he decided to join the Army. He was so happy when he did. Like, we were so proud of him. So the deal was, you can't pick infantry. Like, you can pick any other job but infantry. And when he came home and signed up, he was like, oh, by the way, I picked infantry. I'm like, really? But that was Anthony. He was going to do what he wanted to do regardless. And Fort Campbell was Anthony's first duty station. He always cared about his kids and always took care of them, but this just kind of, it changed him. He was more responsible. He was, all about his family. Anthony asked my mom to stay. I'm very stubborn and independent, and I was like, I'm fine. I'm going to do this deployment by myself, and I'll be fine. I'm glad she was there because she was cleaning the house with me, and they knocked on the door, and it was just a very official knock. So I go to the door and I see the chaplain. I instantly knew. I ran to an empty room of the house and just kind of released, just kind of was in shock, was upset, screamed. But then, I don't know, something just clicked inside of me. So I instantly kind of went into survivor mode, if that makes any sense, and just kind of started taking care of everybody else around me. I keep special stuff in here. And during certain times of year, we open it up. And then this is just what was on him. And it's the silly bands my son and my brother gave him. Nathaniel was playing baseball at the time, so a lot of these are baseball themed. And then this was what he had on him. And if you can see, it's charred. Pretty much haven't parted with anything.
So I don't have as much as Olivia, but I've had all these pictures and stuff that I've had. And I have his gloves here that he was wearing. It's nice to have stuff that belonged to him, even though I never really knew him.
These are his shooting glasses that he wore during shooting and stuff like that. One of his old Macs. It's meaningful towards me because I never really knew him or had much of a relationship with him.
He was a prankster, so there's this one video right here. It just has his laugh. It was really funny.
Oh my God, Flip, what is that? Oh my God.
It's nice to hear because he had a really infectious laugh.
I remember he had the most beautiful smile. Anytime I think of him, I just think of him smiling.
It's hard because, all the moments, everything that we, graduation for my oldest son, his dad was supposed to be there, just all the special moments. Your dad is supposed to be there, and my kids are always going to miss that. But I just hope that I'm enough and that they know that no matter what, their dad will be there in spirit. We're always going to keep his memory alive and keep him alive by honoring him. My friend Shauna kind of reached out to me, and she told me about Pam and Donald and the Joshua Chamberlain Society. When they came to me with the idea, I kind of resisted, but I'm so grateful for it because it helps. It definitely helps, especially around this time of year. They also have started a fund for the children, a college fund, and that was amazing. My kids were so happy and so blessed for them to even do that. My daughter cried. She won't admit that, but she cried. It was touching to her that people care, because the world that we live in, it looks like people don't care, but there are good people out there that honor you know, Anthony's sacrifice and the sacrifice of these soldiers and these men and women who just give themselves up, you know. Some of them come back, some of them don't, and for them to help everyone is really special.